Hello, my name is Vivi, and I would like to talk a bit about Arc Raiders, as I really love the game, but it has in the moment very big problems. First, I would like to start with a little bit of kind of recap about the content we got to see what we really got till now. I started playing Arc Raiders around the time when Stellar Montes came out. I'm a bit have the thought that they just not finished the map in time for release, as after they released it, it has lots of glitches where you could get behind the walls and stuff. There was a lot of videos around it. I don't think I need to explain it much more. Around Christmas, we had a Cold Snap update. Was pretty cool. The maps looked beautiful with the snow, and there was a little player project where you was gathering some items, and then you have in your expedition room like a little bit of Christmas decoration and stuff. Was nice, but it's not in the game anymore. So yeah, that content is gone for now. Maybe we're getting it back next Christmas. I don't know. Ask Embark if they ever tell anything again. That was also around the peak of Arc Raiders. We was like, what was it? 460,000 players. But that's also not really surprised, as everyone was at home for Christmas, vacation, holiday, whatever, and New Year. And then, of course, was some decline with players. Happens, people going back to work, have not so much time to play anymore. It's normal, no problem at all. Then we got the roadmap. As I never did a video like this before, I tried to blend it in. Should be not hard. In January, we have a new minor map condition. I think that was a bird thing in Buried City, where you're collecting little stuff from the nests in the chimneys. Wow, very nice. Okay. And a player project. In February, new map condition. I think that was a hurricane thing where you get damage over time when you're outside. Yeah, was not really interesting for me. It's a new weather thing. Okay. There was then a new arc threat. That was a Firefly and a Comet, if I remember right. So a flying fireball and pop on steroids. Another new little player project where you're gathering some things that then you have in your expedition room for a while, and after the project ended, it was gone. So it's not really much content so far. A Raider deck we got also in February. That was the third one. I forgot the other boost. Okay. That third one was a Synergy Doctor outfit. Kind of cool. That's okay. Nice to have. And they never did a Raider deck again. So, as we have no Raider decks to collect the points for, the daily thing, open a career or do this, do that to collect points, it's useless. It's there, but you can't do anything with it, as they also kept the points pretty soon. I remember a friend has collected at the start enough points before it was kept to just buy the full second deck. So then they kept it to, I think it was 800 points. But as we don't get any more decks, you don't need to collect the points. You have nothing to do with them. First I thought it was pretty cool. You can work for an outfit just by playing. That was cool. But now I think they maybe just forgot it. Then we have some map update. I don't know what it was anymore. Nothing interesting, I guess. And expedition. Yeah, I don't know if you can call that new content, as you have some again and again. March Flashpoint update. New map condition. A new arc thread. I'm actually not sure what it was. Was it the vaporizer also? I'm not sure. As there was just not many new things. A new player project. Yeah, collect more things, get the thing done, and it disappears from your room after it's finished, after the project ended. And in April we got Riventide. The map was first pretty cool, of course, because finally something meaningful new to explore. But yeah, there's not so much around. It's a small map. You can get all kinds of items from the shipping containers. If you have the keys in the hotel, you can get some nice things, but there is not much all over. There's one or two places good for hunting the arcs if you need to kill a big one, but that's more or less it. Cool new map, but small and fast explored, so yeah. And then there was a new large arc. I think that was a turbine. And yeah, sometimes they appear, sometimes not. It's hard to hunt them, as you never know if you see them or not. New map condition. Was it close scrutiny or so? That was a cool map condition. As the raiders usually play all together, hunting the arcs. It's a lot of fun. I like the PvE a lot. I'm not a friend of the PvP. I don't see it's not fun for me. And then we have another expedition window. Yeah. That was it. Then so much to a 10 years plan for Arc Raiders. That was not a lot of content. If you take a closer look and think about it, there was just not much. Flying Fireball, the Comet, just a pop on steroids, the Turbine, the Vaporizer, and if you call it a new arc, the Assessor that you see in Close Scrutiny, and the map Riventide. The map conditions mostly are not that interesting. Expect Close Scrutiny. Anyway, that was for the roadmap, and since then there was not much new content at all. The only player project that stayed was a trophy shelf thing that stayed so far. Everything else is gone, so that's it. Yeah. That was a roadmap. There's not much. Expeditions I wanna also talk about a bit. Yeah, I noticed I did them all so far. And I noticed there is soon not much reason to do them anymore. You get the skill points, bonies, the buffs for repair, material and stuff, that XP. And in the last one, yeah, that was a joke at all. With the blueprints, yeah, delete all your 70, 80 blueprints you have and get 5 for the expedition. So I remove them all to get 5 randoms from a list that I just mostly got crap for. Some weapon attachments and Aphelion. the one I never use because I prefer the Jupiter or the what was the name? I forgot the name. Shit. You know the other one that looks a bit like a Gatling laser cannon thing. Equalizer. That was the name. And yeah. I don't know. It should be something Expedition like. There should be something new after that. Like, okay, we moved all, fresh start, nice, but you play the same again, you do the same quests again. The quests getting not more exciting after doing them 5 or 6 times. And there's just nothing new after you did the expedition. It was interesting after the first time, but now it's just, yeah. I do it to have something to do for 1 or 2 weeks. And that's mostly it. I have a bit more playtime, so after 1 or 2 weeks, workbenches are back up, and that's it. And then I'm mostly back at it, doing the same quests again, collecting the same things at the same places. There's nothing changing. I just doing them to keep the bonies, but also I feel like, yeah, there's the next expedition. Why even bother to collect the blueprints? Feel like it's not really worth to collect them because they're getting deleted again anyway. Yeah. What should I say about it? They're not really having a plan for that. I have the feeling what to do to make it more interesting. First we collected money and stuff to get the expedition done. I don't know. I don't know what Embark is planning. I have the feeling they have no idea what to do with it also. Yeah, I already talked about the quest. They're not getting more interesting the more times you do them. They're not changing. You get some little story snippets in them. Like, check and repair some defense positions on Riventide. But then there's no story coming out of it, or why you do it, or anything. I'm pretty sure they could do more with it, with all the data they're collecting. Why not do something about it? I don't know. Like, do some event. That's not really quest related anymore, but yeah, they could, I don't know, take a page out of the Helldivers book, do some event here, large arcs, flying arcs, attacking harder to kill more of them, to then have the back to normal, or something like this. I don't know. I'm not a dev. Like, make a community event. Fight some arcs to get the amount on the map to back to normal or something. Repel them, whatever. And get the story going a bit. Like, for example, when I remember right, at the time when Riventide came out, and the turbines came, you have a rumbling on in your main menu where you're in Speranza. Yeah, that was starting in April. We still have no idea what's going on, as much as I know. So we're waiting for months and nothing is coming. Absolutely nothing. Because, yeah, they did the vacation on Christmas and the summer vacation. Just after they announced, yeah, the next 6 months we don't get new content, really. Expect a player project, yeah, you're gathering things and then the stuff, the shelf or decoration in your expedition room is gone when it's end. Like with nomads, when you collect for them some stuff, the shelf is gone. So feel like it's just to keep someone busy, the players, and that's it. The new trader is kind cool at the start. I like to kill some big arcs to get the items, the cores and stuff for the cosmetics, emotes and stuff. But they already piped down, or I already have it, so I don't know. And killing every week the same big arcs for the same items just to get the cosmetics also gets just boring at some point. Same with the weekly trials. I did this till the last expedition now, but I noticed it's just not worth it to do them every week. I not paid attention this season to the weekly trials. Last week I did like one thing. We have to look in the containers in the harbor building on Riventide, and I'm back at the same rank I was at the end of the last season. It's not really worth it to do them every week. It's just important what rank you are in the end of the season. That's it. That's all that counts. So you could start 3 weeks or 2 weeks before the end, getting a lots of points. What is to get 2 or 3 ranks up. That's pretty easy in the low ranks because no one is doing them there, of course. And then you have a high rank and you get the reward for just doing the trials the last few weeks. 2 or 3 weeks, and that's it. I don't know. Also the trials you have to do getting not better. I would say sometimes they're getting even worse, like, oh yeah, get damage from pops. Sure, like I stand there and taking damage from pops and risking to die, getting downed. No, I don't do this. Thanks, I'm good. Other thought I have to the matchmaking, especially to the last update they did. I wrote in a comment on a YouTube video, what happens if someone shoots at me, they're missing, and I shoot back? Yeah, if I hit them first, I'm the aggressor. And a few hours later, it was on Twitter and next day on YouTube, that rats just jumping in your shot, so you shoot them first, and then you're the bad guy. I had this another day on Stella Monte. Some rats start shooting at me, but they missed, so I could not even shoot back, or I was the one that shooting first. And then I'm the aggressor, and I'm the bad guy, and I go down to PvP help that I don't want. So I just have the chance to run away. How can you make changes like this and not even think about this option? Like, that was the first thing that came to my mind. I don't know. I don't know what Embark is doing. I have no idea. What else I have on my list? Oh yeah, there was an interview that you can see in some other videos. I'm probably not putting it in the clips because that's my first video like this I do, and I have to learn things. There was an interview about them talking about the finals, the other games, and the problems they have with it, the progression, the content, and things. So they know what problems they have and making the same mistakes just again. We still have no real progression that keeps you busy, give you a reason to go to raids on topside. Nothing. You do your workbenches, you do the quest, maybe collecting some equipment, and that's it. what you're doing if you have no more quests, no workbench to work on anymore. You have your equipment. There's no interesting cosmetic or something at the trader, or no project where you have to gathering some things for or do some things. There's nothing. There's no reason to go to raid. You're just risking your equipment for nothing. Absolutely nothing. Sure, you could say, just for the fun of it, or I sometimes just go topside with a camera, taking some nice pictures, but there is no real progression at some point. You have nothing to do. And they know it, they talked about it, that they made the same thing in the final, the same problem, the same mistake, and then doing it again. And at some point the goodwill is out of store. It's gone. And I'm tired of it. Everyone, okay, not everyone, but many are hyped for the October update. It's so big, so awesome. It will fix everything. There will be so much stuff in it, and we have no idea what really coming. There will be a map that we know. They say, yeah, there will be new weapon, new stuff, new this or that. But is there really something useful in it, or do they do the same thing like with the Rascal and the Hullcracker? You can get the Hullcracker for 10k credits at the trader every day, or the Rascal, that's a worse version of a grenade launcher. Why will use the Rascal when I can get a better weapon of the same type just at the trader every day? No problem. And it's super easy to get the 10k credits. You just Buried City, the 2 apartment blocks, buildings, 1 up, 1 down. You have a lot of items you can sell, and you have the money. I don't know what Embug is doing, what they're thinking. I don't know. The only thing they can do is every second week or so a new outfit in the store, or the other week they're adding some colors to existing outfits. That should not be much work. I think that as it's just a different color, it's just a different texture. So it's not much work. I don't know what they're doing. I could be wrong, but I think that's it. If you change the color, that's just a different texture. You slap on the same avatar, on the same model, that's it. I don't know what they're doing. I really hope the best for October, but I have not much hope anymore. And I also don't think they can really get back where they was. Sure, when the update comes out, there will be more players again. The people's checking out what's there. But then soon GTA coming out, and lots of people want to play that. Lots of people. I'm not one of them, as that's not my taste in game, but yeah. I don't know what they're doing. They could do so much. They have interesting story. Even it's worth to explore some maps for environmental storytelling. For example, in Hidden Bunker, there's like this core that look like it's kind of a core like the Bastion or Bombardier have. So that's interesting. They could do so much things, come up with new ideas. As I said, they're collecting so much data. They could take a page out of maybe Helldivers, do some community-like events. If that's possible, I don't know. I would find it cool. But they are just... I feel like they're like the Helldiver devs. They got lightning in a bottle and have no idea what to do with it. As much as I heard from Helldivers, they're also just released for quite a long time new Warbones, and that's it. So they're just collecting money and not really do good content, have lots of bugs and stuff. I don't know. But that was not Arc Raiders, but yeah, I'm about doing kind of the same with the outfits. They have time to make new outfits, but no meaningful content at all if you think about how long we know waiting. And I feel like one map and a handful of arcs is not really much for a year that it will be in October. Okay, 2 maps if you count Stellar Montes 2, but that was so close to release. Don't know. Anyway, that's my thoughts about it. Probably I forgot something. If I'm somewhere wrong, feel free to correct me in the comments. And have a nice day. Bye bye.